Alright, how's it going everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more Nomad survival builds. I finally did hit all of the achievements. Now we're going to be going back over the weapon skills that I haven't really touched on. So this first one's going to be the Dancing Dagger ability. I have been extremely unlucky in regards to this build. This is my 8th playthrough now, trying to hit good old Dancing Dagger. And so what I started doing was, basically, I'm not going to be re-rolling my store ever until I hit the first chest in 5 minutes. Because we're trying to have as many re-rolls as possible for the first chest. And if I don't hit the Relic there, the first one, I'm going to just be doing soft resets, basically. So, unfortunately, on my last playthrough, I actually hit the first Relic on the first chest without using any rerolls. So you can understand why I was probably very optimistic in that run. And unfortunately, I just did not see the second Relic for the Dancing Dagger. I played all the way through to 25 minutes, which is when the last chest spawns, and I just didn't hit it. I was very sad. So hopefully we'll be a little bit luckier on this run. Obviously, if you're hearing this while watching the video, I did do it. So hopefully we'll be able to get that second Relic. And I'm going to be really disappointed if it doesn't do anything super crazy, because at this point, it better be nuts, or I'm just going to be sad. Because I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember what the Relic does, the second one for the Dancing Dagger. It's like the first one adds on 6 bounces to the daggers, which is really nice. That's very, very strong. But the second one I have no idea. Because the max rank dagger, what it does is you have a chance of possibly getting an additional dagger to spawn when your first dagger hits something. That dagger can't bounce, but it's just additional daggers is always good. More is better in games like this. So I'm interested to see what the second Relic does, because generally it has some impact on that, basically. So we'll see. Hopefully we get there. I am getting a little bit luckier in regards to the item pickup range and the EXP bonus. Generally I have to reroll a lot for those, but I've hit a couple of them. And in comparison to my last couple of games, I am a higher level than I was. So hopefully we'll be able to use those extra rerolls. In a perfect world, I hit the Relic off just opening the chest, and then I get a bonus roll and the other Relic's there. I did that on the Curious Wisp build. I hit both Relics in the same chest, and that was a fantastic feeling, I have to say. SP regen boost is probably, I think, the best on this character. There's without a doubt no way anything's gonna actually kill you. Nothing should get close to you, because you're just clearing everything so fast. Doesn't matter what it is, everything's getting one shot. Okay, so like we open this, we get the dagger. Oh, unlucky. Okay, nice. So we got one. I'm gonna pick up the rerolls so that we have some extra. That way, when we get to the boss that spawns at 7, I will just use all of my rerolls, and then I won't save them anymore. Another thing I need to remind myself to do is level up the Dancing Dagger early on. In the last game, I don't know if I would have been able to hit max level Dancing Dagger. I used 40 rerolls to hit the ability once. You can understand why I was upset. I could not believe that after 40 rerolls that I only saw the weapon skill one time. So at that point I was level 67, I think. And you only really get a couple more levels after that, so while I was only, what was it? 2 levels away, I believe, for max. I was not very optimistic in hitting that, so. Icicle Barrage is an amazing single target damage. Okay, okay. Tempting, but no. Wow, it really wanted me to get that. So I think I might save my rerolls till 10 minutes. Just because I think I can hit 64. This boss weapon skill, not really that amazing. It's not anything like fancy or anything like that. Doesn't really do the most damage, but it does look nice. So I'm never against getting it. I did pick up some random relics there. A material cloak. Gotcha. You ever want to be disappointed? Go in material cloak. If you ever put more than 1 point in that ability, you're trolling. It is not worthwhile, I promise you. The first skill, worth it. Anything after that, not worth it. And the only reason I would say putting 1 point in it might be worth it is if you're new to the game and you need that extra, like, you know, a couple of seconds to reorient yourself, reposition, maybe go find one of the hearts in the chest or something like that so you can get your HP back up. But outside of when you're first learning the game, I don't really think that skill has any real positives, honestly. I don't actually think I'm going to have enough rerolls. So I think I might save my rerolls till 15, or 14 actually. Just because I know it's kind of a waste not rolling and hitting whatever abilities I'm looking for, but I really need the Relic. The Relic is the most important thing. Because if I don't hit the Relics, there is no video. So I'm definitely going to save those Relics. Or sorry, the rerolls. Hopefully we get lucky at 14. I do enjoy how they make sure that a chest and a boss are generally within like a minute or two of each other. Because you have the boss at 14 and the chest at 15. And you have the chest at 20 as well as the boss at 21. And I really appreciate that there's not a ton of time in between each one. The longest amount of time is from 10 to 14 and then 21 to 25. 4 minutes is the longest you'll have to wait for a chest. As you can see, Icicle Barrage is always a fantastic skill to pick up, especially if you know you're at the chest and you have a relic to pick up and you don't really know what you want and Icicle Barrage is there. That doubles the size, and that size increase is huge. It almost guarantees that you have this really big cone out in front of you where nobody's going to touch you. I believe I already hit max on the EXP. Oh, I did not. Unlucky. Since I'm assuming I'm over 64 rerolls right now, I can probably start rerolling a little bit. Oh no, I'm not. Oof. Gotta make sure that I do not open the chest immediately. Actually, I could probably open the first chest immediately since 2 are spawning right now. Hopefully Cthulhu will be our pal and give us what we're looking for. Once again, Icicle Barrage is amazing when it comes to single target clear. Yikes, dude, I just need to level up one more time. But I think I'm going to go open the chest anyway since the portal's going to spawn at 15. I'll actually have enough for a reroll. Please? Oh my lord. Thank you. Oh god. This is awesome. Okay, we got the second relic. Oh, bless. Now watch. Now that I have the second one, I'm gonna hit like a third and a fourth. But we're gonna take the rerolls because now I need to make sure, no matter what, that I get those freaking daggers to level 10. I'm gonna take a look. So now bonus daggers now get half of the dancing dagger bonuses. So the bonus daggers are the ones that spawn after. Once it hits level 10, it'll be a little bit easier to explain when I have the words in front of me. But when you hit Dancing Daggers to level 10 originally, that's when the ability hasn't... I don't know what the chance is. I don't believe it says the number specifically. But you have a chance of spawning an extra dagger every single time you hit something. So now those daggers get half of the bonuses that your normal daggers have. I almost want to get Icicle Barrage to level 10 also. I think I might. Just purely because I have 2 relics for it. Because look at this, plus 6 amount. That's kind of nuts. I can't even imagine 6 more than what's on the screen right now. I do have an Icicle Barrage video, so if you want to see that, feel free to go take a look at that. You can see what Icicle Barrage looks like with 2 relics maxed out. Granted, I might hit it here, so I have a pretty good chance. Generally, once you have something level 9, it's gonna show up in the store. See? Like, it just will. Look at how many we have. See, this covers a whole side. I can just face a direction and I'll never have to worry about anything being able to kill us from there. So this is so strong on this map, because now whenever you say you have to go look for a portal, or you're just trying to clear out one direction for whatever reason, you don't even have to worry about it. Everything will die in front of you. And the game is being kind, giving me daggers without re-rolling. It's always appreciated. Always assume that you're probably gonna hit level 70. I would say level 70, 65 to 70. I say 70 just because if you're playing Cultist on this map, you're almost always gonna hit level 70 as long as you're getting the EXP passive. So I assume that I'm gonna be hitting level 70. So I try and base my weapon skills or my passives, whatever I'm trying to level up, I try and base everything off the fact that I'm going to hit level 70. So right now I'm 55, so I have 15 more levels to go, which means I'll have 15 chances in the store to get whatever passives or weapon skill that I'm looking for. That's how you can kind of put like a priority on what you're looking for. So since I only have 14 more levels and my Dancing Dagger isn't maxed yet, I want to make sure that I'm getting Dancing Dagger 100% of the time if it is available. I'll never pass it up for anything. And it also means I'm going to be rolling for it. The EXP, it wouldn't be bad to pick up the EXP bonus just because it'll help you level up faster, but I feel like, especially for me where everything hinges on if I get that ability to level 10, I'm going to be specifically only going for that. And I'm gonna take the rerolls so that I have extra rerolls. Taking the free level wouldn't be bad either, but with the free rerolls, I mean 10 rerolls is better than 2 basically, which is what I would get if I leveled up. Nice, we're just 1 away, so I feel very comfortable taking whatever I want now. We're 1 level away. We're only level 58, so we're definitely gonna be hitting the level that we want. I almost feel like upgrading it kind of decreased the amount of damage that it does single target. But I don't know if you guys saw that. Once it got very, very close to me, it actually couldn't move forward because there was so much knockback. Hopefully we'll hit daggers off of this one here. Then I think I might go for max weapon skill size. So there's a 50% chance to create an additional dagger on hit. and it only hits once, so it doesn't bounce. I'm not sure how. So if you look at the wording for the second relic, is it gets half of the Dancing Dagger bounces. So now that means, because technically since it said it only hits once, but now with this bonus relic, it actually is allowed to bounce. And since it's allowed to bounce, that means you have an even higher possibility of creating extra daggers. I only feel bad because I have Icicle Barrage leveled up so far that I don't even think you could really see the daggers that well. I have a feeling the DPS charts are going to be a little, like, wonky. We'll go for the last one, the skill size. I could maybe max it out. I'm not sure if I'll hit 70 without my EXP passive to max, but we'll see. I'm just not sure. I don't really want to pick up the EXP passive at this point either, just because I'm only going to level up a couple more times. I don't think having a 10% increase at this point in time is going to really be that impactful. So we're just going to look for skill size, so that you guys can see the daggers a little bit better. You can already see them. I mean, I could probably face one direction and then my daggers will take care of the rest. They're hitting for about 400. So when you throw in the fact that, you know, you're throwing about, I don't know, 15 daggers, and then each of those 15 daggers gets to bounce like 12 times, and then on each bounce it has a chance of creating another dagger, and then those daggers get half the bounces that your daggers originally get, but since you get so many, it's just, the stacking is ridiculous. It's almost exponential. So yeah, you can see all the daggers everywhere. I can pretty confidently just look in one direction and not have to worry about anything. I did not get duplication max on this one, which normally duplication would be what I go. Duplication impacts a lot of skills, so any build that goes duplication, you have a lot of options to support. So I mean, even Icicle Barrage is impacted by duplication because it's technically a projectile, so definitely good. This is where we'll get to see if the daggers are really doing anything. Because these I don't know what you want to call them, manta rays, kind of. They have a large amount of HP. Definitely the highest HP of any mob in the game, I would say. So the fact that I could just face one direction and the daggers take care of everything else, it's a pretty good sign. Granted, Icicle Barrage is sick. I'll probably die to the boss. I have a feeling whenever I have a build that does really well, I always die to the boss because I'm just not paying attention. It's so hard to see some of the sprites for like the boss abilities when you have like something like Icicle Barrage that takes up the whole like left side of your screen or whatever direction you're facing. So I'll most likely walk into like the red orbs or something. Whoops, I re-rolled one. Now this is part of the game where I always get sad. This last minute, like, just not enough mob spawn. I personally want to like use this last minute to get, you know, as many last levels as I possibly can, so you could like finish off your weapon skills or your passives and whatnot. And that just doesn't happen in this game. So let's see if I died with the boss or not. I just generally do. Like, I think I die here. Oh, I actually got through. Nice. Normally, that red circle would have killed me. I couldn't even see the specters on top of me. That was funny. Yeah, not surprised Icicle Barrage was up top. Dancing Dagger didn't do too bad though, and I didn't really even get that leveled up too bad. 10k DPS isn't anything to be embarrassed by. So, overall, I'm very happy with the Dancing Dagger build. I like the ability specifically because it has knockback. If you're standing still and you have it maxed out, and say you have like duplication and weapon skill size maxed out, you could probably stand still comfortably. I've never personally added the knockback passive to a build like this. It's not something I ever really look for because I don't really need knockback for the most part, but overall it's pretty good. I'm only gonna give it like a 6 though, because one, it doesn't look that great. The daggers kind of look just like balls, just circular balls. You can't really tell that it's a dagger because they are spinning all the time, which I guess is what they're going for, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose of it being a dagger a little bit. And then the damage is just alright. It's not anything crazy. It did better than Chain Light Shock, which is always good. That's always a bonus. But, you know, Icicle Barrage was just too strong. So, overall, 6 of 10. Pretty alright build. If you guys have any comments or ideas for builds you want me to go ahead and let me know down below. And other than that, I will see you on the next one.